Spanish police say they've shot and killed the man identified as the driver in last week's deadly van attack in Barcelona. Police say they were alerted to the presence of a suspicious man who was wearing what appeared to be a suicide belt. 8 suspects are now dead and 4 are in custody, as Anne Barker reports.
In the days since the Las Ramblas attack, the manhunt for Yunus Abu Yaqub has spread across Europe. In the end, his murderous mission was halted not far from where it began. After 4 nights on the run, Spanish police found him hiding in a vineyard in the wine country 40 kilometres from Barcelona.
Bueno, yo estaba en casa, yo vivo justamente aquí detrás.
I live very close and suddenly I heard the sirens and the helicopter.
Said this man, Julian Amaro.
Then I checked my mobile and my friends told me it was a neighbour who'd spotted him. So we all decided to come here to see what was going on, and we were told that he was finally caught here.
Local residents had first seen Abu Yaqub near a petrol station before he fled into the vines, apparently wearing a suicide belt that proved to be fake. Catalonia's police chief, Josep Luis Trapero, described how he was finally killed.
Officers approached and identified themselves and asked him to provide his identification. At that moment, he was wearing a T-shirt and a shirt on top that was half open. He opened the shirt and shouted, "Allah is great." The officers saw he was carrying a belt with what seemed like explosives in the same fashion as those seen carried by the suspects in Cambrils. They pulled out their firearms and shot him dead.
22-year-old Abu Yaqub was the last of 12 suspects police say plotted Thursday's attacks. Evidence shows it was him who drove the van down Las Ramblas Avenue, killing 13 people and injuring more than 120. CCTV vision shows some of his movements after the attack and footage of another car he'd apparently hijacked after killing the driver.
The suspect arrived at the university area around 6:30, encountered Pau Perez, who was parked in his car, stabbed him and left towards Barcelona.
Police investigations are still continuing along Las Ramblas and at the town of Alcanar, where the terrorist suspects blew up a house, apparently after botching a broader plot to build several car bombs. As floral tributes to the victims pile up in Barcelona, the Muslim community turned out to condemn the attacks. Marching through Catalunya Square, they chanted, "We're not terrorists, we're Barcelona." We came out to defend Islam, to defend the people of Barcelona, says one woman, to defend our children who are free of these things. We're innocent, we're free, we're democratic. We live here in peace with all of the people and generations that are here because Barcelona is together for all the world and all the races. The people who do these things, they're not Muslims, says another woman, nor do they belong to Islam. But there's shock, nevertheless, that some in the Muslim community had plotted such violence.
Anne Barker reporting.